will write the history together. And thank you, Jayesh Garu, for joining us here. You've always been a source of inspiration. You've always encouraged us, both at Mahindra University.
Place where the citizens exist. This is where everybody comes to simplify life. Businesses, experiences, to grow and to prosper. Because in a world that's constantly changing with time and innovation, simplicity and everyone in it evolves with it. So that those
So it's a spatial experience. As the avatar moves away, the video stops automatically. Mr. Mahendra was talking about simplicity, which Manish Vyas has also referred, which we are unveiling using the foundational block, which is 5G. As the CP's avatar walks along, we will take you through the foundational, again the interaction starts.
The NFT marketplace. So this is our homepage. And these are the latest NFTs recently added for sale. For user login, click on the rightmost icon for login page. Now you can log in either through MetaMask or TOS. Now we will log in through MetaMask. So we are successfully logging through our
is happening in enterprises, 90% of it is not being inferenced for monetization. Data in on-premise requires expensive expansion. Alternatively, the data must be shifted to the cloud. These migrations entail latency and privacy compromises. Next, we must take the digital leap. But are enterprises ready? If they aren't, now is the time. For example,
Or the experience zone set up outside. What we've done is, while the showcase is
3 to 5 minutes, I implore you to focus on me. I am a meta-human, an avatar, and I'm replicating what Nikhil would have done, or I would have done, had I been on the platform. Well, Mr. Rajesh Dudu just gave a beautiful description of the Techemverse. I'm here to extend the same thoughts. The Techemverse is going to be a brilliant place, a realm where you could meet and greet friends, enjoy collaborating and cooperating with colleagues, visit virtual workplaces, even spend time doing leisure activities. What you would be able to find me would be able to traverse different platforms and worlds. But while I have fun with the virtual world, I would also be at the service of society and businesses to ensure they connect emotionally and empathetically, create content and do commerce. And as all of you can see, I have quite a range of emotions to showcase, which I'm doing it right now. Can you see it? You and our avatars in the way that we want to solve different purposes and solutions, not just for ourselves, for our businesses, but also for our society.
The first question is from Shelly Singh. How many metaverse projects is Techem doing at the present? Who are the customers?
You know, the number of projects that we are doing. As I have said earlier, is driven by the basic fact that the infrastructure, the 7 layers of metaverse, as the first layer as infrastructure, which is 5G for us, and the last 7 is that it will drive meta commerce.
From Nick Booth, technology should only save us time or money, not.
Rajesh, you want to take this?
So we all know that because of the pandemic, we are not able to travel, and we would like to get into an experience which is near here. So the analyst asked him, where are you going? Are you going to a a McDonald's outlet or a close by mall. He laughed and he said he's going to a birthday party in a Roblox environment. And when I said, do all of them are getting together in the Roblox environment? He said, no, it's going to be phygital. Part of them are going to be in the outlet, and the balance of them are going to be in the virtual environment using the Roblox environment. And they want a seamless experience as though all of them have gotten together and they're eating the same stuff because the food can be delivered at home. That's an experience that people are looking for. And from an engagement perspective, today, for example, the dealership that we are going to, from a product inquiry and an exploration perspective to a certain extent in the virtual environment, and the real experience with the product is going to be in a physical environment, and that entire thing is going to be a new customer life cycle management, and that's how it is going to give differentiated experiences, save money, save time, and most importantly, contribute to the reduction
of the launch. And number two is the early adopters are always the youth or companies which have a bigger focus on their brand management. So I think the market will develop, and hopefully we will have a decent share or a reasonably high market. We would like to have we have global aspirations, and we would like to have a global market share.
Next.
Crystallize, it's a dynamic plan, but the first case says we should be looking at about 1,000 people in the year one.
In terms of billing rates and margins, are metaverse projects similar to digital transformation projects or higher or lower?
I mean, again, I'm excited about the possible.
Metaverse is all about digital assets and digital ownership and fractional ownership on those digital assets. So we have already launched a couple of marketplaces for those non-fungible tokens. In addition to that, what we showcase today is a showcase which is readily available to all of you. We have use cases in meta banking. JPMC has taken a pole position. Woori Bank in South Korea has taken a pole position in meta banking. We'll be showcasing that to you. And we will also be showcasing the auto dealership as I had spoken to you about. So what it is going to do from a customer's perspective is, it's helping customers to bypass one generation. There are big corporate houses who are talking about super app. What about the other businesses which don't have a super app? They don't have to develop the super app anymore. Come to Meta. We will help them to metafy their engagements and their offerings. Thank you.
There are early adopters, and there are cases where the use case is more well defined. So I don't think we need a separate marketing team, but we definitely need a separate execution team. And yes, the execution team will be primarily based out of Hyderabad and Pune.
Just to add to that, our marketing team will be the first users of this particular experience, right? After this, you're going to talk about it, and it is going to become viral. The people who experience it, they will come automatically to us. So, as CP had said, we don't need a specific marketing team for this.
Okay, thank you. To do AI, 5G, and human experiences. So that is the team that we have earmarked at the moment, but we plan to do.
Just now, just CP said that the team will be based out of Hyderabad and Pune, particularly the execution team. So I'd like to know this execution team, particularly how big is it?
Sorry, which team? In Pune. And integrated services.
Just to add to what Nikhil had said, there are two kinds of workforce who will be involved in this. One is in terms of the direct workforce, which is curating all these experiences, which will be primarily the AR, VR kind of workforce. The other one is the workforce which is already working in terms of blockchain and artificial intelligence, because they are also contributory blocks towards this, and that workforce is already 1,000.
About 100 people today. As per the current plan, it will grow to 1,000 people, and hopefully more.
Based out of only Pune and Hyderabad.
think yes, as I said, there are 4 centers. The studio kind of a work will happen in London, and 5G related work will happen out of lab in Dallas, and the rest of the work will happen in Pune.
We also have
We got a call that Honorable Chief Minister has kept a budget meeting at 2 o'clock with all the ministers. So, unfortunately, had he been here, he would have been extremely delighted because he is one person who has been pushing us, a very strong partner to all these companies. So, today is yet another occasion when a very important technology, a very, very latest technology, we have just seen it rolling out just a few months ago. Metaverse is also equally experiences of collaborating with Tech Mahindra, blockchain ecosystem, which must be anchored by a very strong industry partner. Our, Tech Mahindra also created T-Block, a blockchain to be here, and full demonstration of remote voting, e-voting, in which again the security of the vote was based using a blockchain platform. So I'm very sure that all the great work that we have developed on blockchain, we'll be able to replicate it in the areas of metaverse also. As everyone else has pointed out, I also see tremendous government as well. In fact, skilling is really when you look at the new generation kind of skills that the world will require and the kind of circumstances that we are going through. Metaverse will be a very good opportunity for transmitting those skilling kind of programs. But of course, there are other very good use cases also. The banking use case, see, any use case where the customer experience can be elevated using technology will be an ideal use case for metaverse. So there are many possibilities, many opportunities. And as we have done for blockchain, if there is any use case in which we see that it will have a direct impact in the lives of the common persons, we'll be very happy to kind of partner. I would also like to give a couple of suggestions from my side. It's a nice coincidence that we are meeting today. We are launching TechMverse. But just about 10 days ago, we also, Ramadev is here, my other colleague Minal is here. We took an important decision. In fact, we are ready with our space tech framework. And we decided that because it is a space tech framework, we should launch it in Metaverse rather than doing so. We were not really aware till a few days ago when you told us about this event that you also have your own platform. So we started asking some startup, some proficiency in Metaverse. In fact, there is a Hyderabad-based startup which actually did a music concert of Daler Mehndi as a part of this Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. So we contacted them, and when we were talking to them and when we were discussing with them, they told us that the biggest challenge for a startup, so if you can offer infrastructure as a service, you can also spawn lots of innovation in the worlds of metaverse, because startups are finding it very challenging and very costly also, as a matter of fact, to create that infrastructure. So infrastructure as a service can be a very good, of course, skilling. We have been working together on blockchain skills, etc. And now that Mahindra University itself is right in our backyard, we would expect more and more skilling programs, because we do have a very good culture of these areas happen, but metaverse is a couple of notches above, couple of notches beyond. So we should also look at running some good skill programs. Some of your staff members who are actually into the metaverse practice, if they can become the master trainers and create a pool of trainers, we will be very happy to collaborate. The animation VFX industry has many training institutions in Hyderabad. If they have interest in it, we'll ask some of them to upgrade their existing centers to these two areas of providing infrastructure as a metaverse infrastructure as a service and supporting and creating skills. These two will become truly defining, and when Mr. Gurnani mentioned that Hyderabad can become the center for metaverse in this country, if all these things are handled comprehensively, I have no doubt at all that it will. But nevertheless, I'm extremely delighted that we are launching TechMverse from Hyderabad. As Mr. Gurnani pointed out, it will lead to creation of new jobs, it will lead to creation of more business to the state, more value addition to the state, and definitely in days to come. I'm very confident that some absolutely user-friendly use cases will come out, and Tech Mahindra will continue to amaze us, marvel us as always. So congratulations once again. Thank you very much.
మెటావర్స్ కేపబిలిటీస్ లాంచ్ చేసామండి. ఈ మెటావర్స్ టెక్ఎం ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ఒకటి డెవలప్ చేసాము మెటావర్స్లో. ఆ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ పేరు వచ్చి టెక్ఎం వర్స్ అని. ఈ మెటావర్స్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో దాంట్లో 3 లేయర్స్ ఉంటాయండి. ఫస్ట్ లేయర్ ప్రజెంటేషన్ లేయర్ ఉంటుంది, మధ్యలో బ్లాక్ చైన్ లేయర్ వస్తుంది, చివర్లో మీకు ఇది నెట్వర్క్ కనెక్టివిటీ లేయర్ వస్తుంది. సో ఫస్ట్ లేయర్లో ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్సు, ఆగ్మెంటెడ్ రియాలిటీ, వర్చువల్ రియాలిటీ బేసిస్ మీద ప్రజెంటేషన్ లేయర్ ఉంటుందండి. మధ్యలో బ్లాక్ చైన్ లేయర్ ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఇప్పుడు మెటావర్స్లో ఇవన్నీ డిజిటల్ ల్యాండ్ కొనుగోలం జరుగుతుంది, అమ్మడము కొనడము అవన్నీ జరుగుతాయి అన్నమాట. ఈ డిజిటల్ అనేది ఇంతకుముందు ఈ డిజిటల్ ప్రాపర్టీని ఇంకెవరో కాపీ చేసేస్తారు అని భయం ఉండేది. ఇప్పుడు బ్లాక్ చైన్ టెక్నాలజీ వల్ల, క్రిప్టోగ్రఫీ టోకెన్ వల్ల ఎవరు దాన్ని కాపీ చేయలేరన్నమాట. ఒకవేళ కాపీ చేసినా కానీ మీరు ఆ క్రిప్టో టోకెన్ బట్టి మీ ఓనర్షిప్ని మీరు ప్రూవ్ చేయించుకోవచ్చు. అందువల్ల ఇప్పుడు చాలామంది ఆ డిజిటల్ అసెట్స్ కొనడం మొదలెట్టారు. సో ఈ ప్రజెంటేషన్ లేయరు, బ్లాక్ చైన్ లేయరు, తర్వాత కనెక్టివిటీ లేయర్, ఈ మూడిట్లో టెక్ఎం అగ్రస్థానంలో ఉంది. అది అగ్రస్థానంలో ఉంది కాబట్టి ఆ కేపబిలిటీస్ని అంతా ఒక కంప్లీట్ ప్యాకేజ్గా తయారు చేసి దాన్ని టెక్ఎం వర్స్ అని దానికి పేరు పెట్టి మెటావర్స్ కేపబిలిటీస్ ఇవాళ గ్లోబలీ లాంచ్ చేసామండి హైదరాబాద్ నుంచి. థ్యాంక్ యూ.